What's up, guys? Jake here from One Hive. I'm just kidding. It's Bibby from Rumac. It's what we've got. It'll have to do. So I'm making this video today as part of a regular segment I want to start doing that I am going to call Most Heroic Defense. I'm going to take the Most Heroic Defense from a clan war that we have just completed and break down what went wrong. Most Heroic Defense, of course, being sort of an inverse euphemism for worst attack. And I think by doing this we can have some fun and we can learn something from other people's mistakes, which is the best way to learn things. So this guy, JR.Harjuna, came after BBQ, and it didn't work out so well for him. And it's kind of a tragic thing because tactically, he executed very well. He executed his plan perfectly, I think. I couldn't really see a spot where I was like, oh, you fat fingered that, or like you came in too late, or whatever it is. I think it was just a terrible plan to begin with, and there are 5 major things that were wrong with it. The first one is that he attacked with mass dragons opposite the clan castle, and the problem with that is that you have already definitely lost control of your army by the time the clan castle pops. You're not going to be able to predict where your dragons will be, if they're together in a clump, if they're spread out on a line. When you lose that control, it can be very easy for the right clan castle composition to completely end your attack. The second mistake he made was just poor pathfinding. You will see his attack completely come to grief when he gets 6 dragons on that gold storage in the northeast, and he seems to believe motorcycle going by. The attacker seems to believe that when the dragons are done destroying that gold storage, they will move on to the mortar. But I think what he's kind of not taking into account is that dragons don't work the way balloons do, for example. When this dragon is attacking the gold storage, it's actually going to be 1 tile to the northeast of it. So it's much closer to the wizard tower on the left of it than it is to the mortar, and so they're all going to go to the wizard tower. Compounding this problem is the fact that there's going to be a Tesla coil in there, so he really had no chance coming from that direction from the beginning. He's basically going to be funneled around the base, and it's all over. What else do we have going on here? Okay, so he's going to lightning the northwest air defense, and then he's going to come from the east with dragons. And he has loons, but he drops the loons in this sort of general backup kind of way, where he clearly didn't intend for there to be a hard target path from the loon drop site to one of the air defenses. And the problem with that is, 10 level 3 dragons, and these are level 2 dragons too, 10 level 3 dragons are not going to take down 2 deep air defenses with no rage. It's just not going to happen. You have to get one of those air defenses with loons, and you have to know that the loons are coming in at about the same time as the dragons. The loons come in behind the dragons. They are not aimed at any air defense in particular, and there's just more than enough damage on the defensive side to completely end this thing. The last thing he does, he picks the northeast as one of the fronts he's going to drop on, and he must not have checked the range on that air defense. But the air defenses are firing almost right away. He has not brought down or even put a dent in these high hit point storages before those air defenses start firing. So it's just he's just putting himself at a severe disadvantage right out the gate there. So I'm going to start the replay, and you can kind of watch all this come to life. So here we go. He's gonna start with his lightning up here on the northwest, and then he's going to drop his dragons, on the edges of where he thinks the main line is going to come through. He's clipping the corners basically, and that's the smart thing to do. He's not recognizing that his dragons are going to come to grief 2 deep, not 1 deep. He clears the salient out there, which is good because he wants all his dragons in a tight line. He doesn't want a couple of confused stragglers. He doesn't want to be defeated in detail, basically. He wants 1 mass coming in, and so far that's what he's got. Everything seems to be going well. The balloons are coming in way behind the line. Those are not going to get there in time to help him. Now watch carefully. He's got 6 dragons up here on that gold storage, and here is where it ends. They all move on to the Tesla. They all move on to the wizard tower. A couple of them turn and go after that air defense, but it's not going to be enough. Now he's popped the clan castle, and the balloons are not going to put a dent in them. And 6 wizards coming. He was not gonna get his 2 anyway, but the 6 wizards are gonna stop him from even getting his 1. So between the late balloon drop, just the poor path planning on the northeast, overestimating what 10 level 2 dragons can do to begin with, and attacking on the opposite side of the CC, just 49%. That's heartbreaking. But what can you do? I'm actually of the opinion that this is an extremely tight base, and I question whether Town Hall 8 there even is an automatic way of bringing this base down. I think you have to get a little bit lucky to 3-star this. The way that our opponent actually did deal with BBQ was by having their number 4 wipe him, so a very successful defense on BBQ's part, forcing the number 4 to burn an attack, and it's to his credit. This is how we win these things. Anyway, that's the whole segment, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you learned something next time. Next time, what? I didn't plan this out very carefully. And I'll see you guys next time. All right.